I don't understand my notes at all. Oh, we polymorphed one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my notes mean. Ah, we polymorphed a wyvern. And it gave us the TLDR of this place. That there's a lot of people here and spirits have been summoned. And it also mentioned a frozen lake that saps your life. Uh, then we ran into the air elementals. And we went down a tunnel that could suffocate us to death because of high winds. But we just Jack summons more bobs, and we found a Umbragen drow that's been dead for 3 weeks. And then the winds have preserved her body.
And didn't we end on trying to formulate a plan to pull the body out of the wind shaft or whatever?
Yeah,
Yes. I believe some of y'all noticed that she had some loot on her, and some of you have also noted that it might be good or beneficial for whatever reason to return her to her people. I believe that was a topic of conversation. Maybe Shino brought that up, but like it's been a hot minute.
it could be that Cat brought it up, but not Shino. Or someone else. I don't. It's been a long time.
I do remember, I think I have an illusion going, like a major illusion that we're hiding behind in case there's anything pathing while Shino and
Uh,
Jex are observing that. Because isn't
Yes.
Jex over there with the bobs?
yeah.
Yes, and also you did. Something did come by, if you recall. But it was, from what you guys could tell, invisible because you could hear its footsteps and you could hear its like breathing, but you couldn't see it, and then it sort of like wandered away.
She should have liked that. I
And
do know.
I think I remember that we decided that the bobs are okay to snag whatever it is, that the bobs will be safe.
I believe that I actually can't recall if that was brought up, but whether or not it was, that is a excellent idea. Bob don't need to breathe.
B.O.B. is D.E.D.
Uh-huh. I do know we exchanged Buddy for dual concentration on Jex.
Yes, his buddy was a little OP.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just a good, honest, hard-working robot.
Double con, that's fine. Fine.
Yeah, yeah. You changed a guardian, shield guardian, for double concentration. I don't know which one's the lesser evil.
Okay, but I'm a simple man. I just want to have Hunter's Mark and Haste at the same time.
That's fine. Does that mean he has to make 2 con checks?
Yeah, that's what Teddy's been having me do.
Okay. Couldn't remember. Oh, let's get into some shenanigans.
Go ahead. I feel like everybody contributed, so everybody can have an inspiration if you didn't already have one.
Thank you so much. But can I have a map?
Yes, absolutely, of course.
Denied. No.
I have a hero point.
You can have a
Peter.
hero point.
Can I have a fabula point?
You can have a fabula point.
Shit's dark as fuck. Where are we on this map?
I get a destiny die. Just kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
You can have a destiny die.
thank you.
You.
Why do I have a boot icon?
I use my fabula
Uh,
point for a goblin butler NPC.
You have a movement spell on, either Expeditious Retreat or Long Strider.
That would be cool if I had either of those spells.
I don't think you're the one who cast it on you. Freedom of movement, maybe?
Oh. No. You're ringing a dull bell in my head that someone did cast something on me. Who that is, I don't know.
This is probably me.
After Cat has had a long day of work, whenever you ring Cat's bell, it sounds like you're punching a pillow.
I'm missing 2 spell slots. What did I use?
And you know I say that with affection.
I don't know.
I
Polymorph
just
is
had to-
1. Oh, sorry.
I just had to add you punch a pillow. Or punch and it sounds like a pillow and it echoes, Daddy, where are you?
Oh, have a dark inspiration. Jesus. Funny though.
Who
I remember
did-
the polymorph. Maybe I cast freedom of movement on you.
But why me?
I don't know.
You were getting chased by those air elemental guys.
Was it for Renwick?
Unless I upcast something, but I don't think I would have done that.
Would it have been to go into the room with the dead thing or to go exploring that way?
Well, wasn't this whole area ice because of those elemental dudes?
Oh, is that prone?
No, that's not the symbol Teddy uses for prone.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Also, Teddy, I believe I have vision. Is it because it's low light or because I just decided to cast dancing lights on myself?
Um,
Because I can see and I don't know why. I have the spell dark vision. I could just cast that.
Ooh.
Is it maybe a layer debuff?
In the cab.
Because I think we were rolling layer saves at one point during that fight.
That might be something.
you have 30 feet of dark vision. I'm not sure from what.
Me?
No, Theo does.
Oh, Theo.
Also, welcome back. Good to see your internet is as consistent as ever.
At least something's consistent in my life.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's funny.
Well, I have dark vision for some reason.
Why do you have dark vision and why do I have a boot icon?
I don't know.
Mysteries.
It's been 30 years, so I'm just gonna turn that off.
Ah! Well, then I cast dark vision on myself.
Very good. I'm gonna turn the boot off.
Yeah, that's fine. Why do I have it?
I don't know.
I feel like I put it there for a reason.
But it's fine. Have the benefits of a short rest, everybody, and then we can leave all of this behind us and start the raid.
Yay, I get a raid.
Why do I have the boot?
I have for health. We'll roll one.
Oh, sweet. That was like exactly what I needed to get back to full.
Spectacular.
Pacing. I think. Yeah.
Also, don't forget, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a Song of Rest action.
Oh,
With,
for sure.
So, one of those hit dice, Theo, is free, I believe.
I will take the natural one then.
It should be a D8 actually, though. So that was only a D6. So I think I don't re-roll one of them.
I mean, I'm still. I just need one
Yeah,
to get back
it's
to
fine.
full, so I'm good.
Yeah, Theo's at cap anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Hey, do I have a boot?
You don't have a boot anymore.
I know, but why did I have the boot?
I don't know.
I am missing a 4th level, so I might have cast freedom of movement on you. Because
That
I
would've been a
cast.
polymorph.
Well, I cast polymorph, and that dropped me. Should have dropped me down to 2 spell slots, and then I only have 1 spell slot left for my 4th level. So. And actually, why don't I get that back?
Why do I have bullets? I don't have a gun.
Wait, shit.
Jesus. Why we take a month break and it's like, what is this place? I have no memory of it. Oh, Teddy's in my sheet.
Now I wanted to know what you were talking about.
No, you're fine.
Bullets.
I have bullets are in the very bottom of my 13-inch long character sheet. Bullets are at the very bottom, and I got
Are
20
they-
of them.
Are they for your healing wand gun? Or-
No, because it's technically a wand that has innate charges.
They're there
Anyway.
for if you get captured and you can't get away.
Cyanide pills. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm drinking some sort of Kool-Aid tonight.
You probably swapped them from Botan.
I need to adjust this.
Anyways, we're having a short rest. What happens on a short rest?
Other
You-
wizard or notes people. Arcane recovery. How many? It's. You get up to
It's half
your level?
rounded up. Yeah,
half my level
And-
rounded up.
half
Half
level.
of your wizard level.
Yeah, have your wizard level rounded up, and it can't be higher than 6. Not that we currently have anything higher than 6.
Also, I believe house rules now say that you can mem spells on a short rest too.
Yeah.
So I should actually have 5 then, not 7 slots. Oh,
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. This Foundry spoiled me so bad. Foundry just lets me snoop in people's sheets without anybody ever knowing. And I forget that roll 20, like,
it's a tattletale.
yeah.
You're snooping in my sheets?
I snoop in everybody's sheets. It's part of the job.
I mean, that's fair, and I'm not upset. I just feel vulnerable and hurt.
Alright, I got my
feel like
2.
that's a Contradictory
You-
statement.
Got those back.
The
Does
Bob's return.
this come back
I
on
hope
the
you
short-
snoop me harder, Teddy.
Okay.
I'd be concerned if that was the first time I've heard that.
You do so nowadays. You go
So
to
Damn,
the-
I'm never original.
The only thing I would get back on a short rest would be 1 bardic at this point. Could I use my time instead to inspiring leader the Bobs and everybody, all our
Oh.
third party companions?
Yeah,
Fine.
why not?
Inspiring leaders on a short rest, anyways.
Do
Yeah,
it.
but it's 10 minutes long, so if I long rest, I wouldn't be inspiring leadering.
Just take another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it. There's no encounter here.
And we're short resting, right?
Yeah, roll a d100.
Okay.
How many hit points or temp
Don't gotta
HP?
tell me twice. Wow.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes. It's fine. You guys will be uninterrupted for 10 minutes.
So what? It's 11 plus 5, 16.
Woo.
The Bobs can have that too. All Bobs can have 16 temp.
Woo.
Oh, hell yeah.
Quite juicy.
That more than doubles the Bob's health pool.
I will say, you DM long enough and you hear all sorts of innuendos. Just, it's not for lack of originality.
I guess that is fair.
Let's go ahead and do this too. I'm going to cast a 4th level aid, and we'll give it to the 3 PCs with the least amount of hit points.
I got 69.
Oh, you can't have them, man. So 15. It's going to be a total of 15 maximum hit points, so it'll go on your total, not the temporary.
So I've got
Nice.
51.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to you.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I have 146.
That also doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I figured it was probably the wizards, more than likely.
So
I've
my-
got
So my max goes up 15.
Yeah.
correct.
Sweet.
We'll have to. You might want to remember where it was because it'll be adjusted after 8 hours. But
Yeah, I'll just put a plus 15 next to my maximum.
You also shouldn't be missing 15 HP. It like heals you and increases your max.
I was already at max because of my hit dice.
yeah, I think the wizards can have it because Jax, you don't have more than 77, do you?
No, I got like 64 max, I think.
Yeah, all 3 wizards can have the additional 15.
Thanks, buddy.
Yarr.
How do math? Math be hard.
And then ritually do raries. That's all of us and the Pegasus. Ooh, up to 8. Do a couple of the bobs. Oh, their intelligence is less than 2, aren't they? Isn't it?
I think so.
All right, everybody in the Pegasus.
Oh, it's 6, so -2. I'm like 3 away from finally having 100 hit points now, Mud.
Ooh.
Meow. Are we dealing with the Umbergen Drow? With le boobs?
Entirely up to you guys. That's down here.
Well, Commander of the Boobs.
Yeah, that's Shino, right? Oh, bobs. I thought you said boobs.
Me too at first.
I'm
Same.
not saying both.
Yeah, the bobs can go down there, pick up the body, and haul it back, no problem. The drow is wearing a suit of drow chain. Similar to what was found on the on the hirelings team. She also has a pair of fine daggers that are +1 daggers, but they are also decorated on the pommels of each are a pair of twin rubies. The rubies themselves are worth 1,000 gold each. She also has a scroll case that is sealed.
500 gold rubies?
1,000.
1,000 gold rubies?
Yeah, it's 2,000 altogether.
Though there's a pair of rubies on a pair of daggers, does that make 4?
No, there is 1 on each dagger, and there are 2 daggers.
Would the
Inspiration.
dagger still be magical without the rubies?
Yes. It's the blades that are enchanted.
Hell yeah. Well, one of you wizards open that scroll case.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what's the requirement for your dragon smell, Shino? Do we want to, like, draw some dragons on those so you got a few extra things?
It's okay as long as I have the dragon sword. It's a good conduit. Because I have a +1 finessable longsword that glows whenever dragons are nearby. As long as I have that, everything is fine. And even then, if I can't summon Tio, I'll just haste. Or magical girl transform into
This
it.
is me just trying to remember. There was a time that you didn't have it, though, and you couldn't summon... Oh, that was the ball
That was
where we
the-
couldn't have the weapons. Okay,
That was
I
the
got it.
call out. Yeah. Where we, yeah. Our limited inventory, which I could have chosen the sword as my fashion statement, but I didn't. A sealed roll case. What's in the box? I guess case in this matter.
The scroll case has a scroll in it. It is an arcane scroll. It is of the Abjuration School. As you investigate, you determine that this is a 6th level spell known as Primordial Ward.
Oh.
I have no idea what that fucking means.
As long as you maintain concentration for 1 minute, you can grant yourself resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder damage for the spell's duration. When you take damage of one of those types, you can use your reaction to gain immunity to that type of damage, including against the triggering damage. If you do so, the resistances end and you have immunity until the end of your next turn, at which time the spell ends.
Oh.
I don't even want to hand out it. Just demonstrate how it looks. Look at that.
Oh,
Primordial Ward. Good spell. And again, the Drow Elven Chain, the Drow Chain is the same as Elven Chain. Grants you a +1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor, and you are considered proficient with this armor even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. The only difference is that Drow Elven Chain also grants you advantage on stealth checks in the dark.
I didn't know that.
If you want, if nobody wants the chain, then you can, in theory, send it back to Party B, to the hirelings, under the logic that the hirelings never gave you the first suit of Drow Chain, and that this is logically the Drow Chain you now have equipped. But if you figure somebody else in your party right now could benefit from it, far be it from me to stop you.
That would be
I'm good. I've got my mithril half plate.
yeah, you're a fighter. You're always good. Jexy boy, that might be good for you. I don't know how the mathing of the AC works out from your current setup.
I'm pretty sure we did the math on the last Elven
Oh.
Chain.
You're a rogue, so you have light armor proficiency.
E.
Yeah.
That's true.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but isn't that chain? It's medium armor proficiency without requiring the proficiency.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like 14 base AC. 15? 14?
15.
Somewhere around there.
14 with a +1, right? So 15. Or is it 14 with the +1? I don't remember.
I know both of my characters would not use it, so I'm not interested in it.
14 plus dex.
Up to 3 based on house rules.
Up to 3 based on house rules.
Correct.
Its base is 13, but the innate plus
No,
1
its
makes
base
it a
is
14.
14. It's a chain shirt. Oh wait, no, you're right.
Chain shirt's 13, but since it's elven, the plus 1 makes it 14. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good, very good, very nice.
I'm not necessarily to tell you guys how to play, but that Primordial Ward might be one of them scrolls really worth putting into a spellbook.
I wonder if we have a wizard who can do that.
I forget the rules of how to do that. Give me a second.
God, it has been a long time.
A minute per level, cut in half, because you're
It's a
special.
yeah. It's a
I think it's
for you. It's a
2.
minute per level and 50 gold. So level 1 spell is 1 hour and 50
Copying.
gold.
For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and 50 gold. That's normally. I think since Scribe has privileges, it's 2 minutes instead of 2 hours.
Correct.
And it's only 1 minute if I take it from my book to a scroll or another book, a backup book.
Also correct. So it'll take 12 minutes for you to transcribe this scroll.
Which then consumes that scroll.
Yeah. I will say, none of you have encountered a spell like this before. You might have heard about it at Arcanics.
Really?
Yeah, Primordial Ward.
Yeah.
It's a 6th level spell. Most wizards are more familiar with the baby version, which is
Absorb elements.
Absorb
what's it
elements.
called? Yeah, absorb elements. When you start getting past level 5, spells start becoming like a big deal. And get progressively more rare, especially for wizards.
I mean, we could let one of the other wizards copy it, but that's going to take 12 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But I mean, like, we can always copy it later.
I was gonna say they could copy it later. Still 12 hours though. 12 hours with little old Shino. What a shame for you.
I'll just take a scroll.
Boy.
Jex really said tiredly, "Begun thought, and thank you."
I can't spell. Alright, I'll do it. I'll take the 12 minutes. There's a 50 times the level, so that's 50 times 6.
300.
300 gold. That's chump change. It's actually not chump change. That really hurts my economy.
I got the gold if you want it. You can have my gold.
No. That's fine. I got it. Alright, I have learned it. I don't know if I want to prepare it.
This
Although-
too.
Ultimately up to you, but it is resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder. for a minute. And then you can completely negate elemental damage with a reaction. For a whole round.
Yeah, but it's con. It's a 6th level con. It's either a magical girl or a primordial or yeah, fine. We just had a short rest. Oh, but I can't change it because we had the short rest first. And then
Have
Well-
you scrolled yet today?
it only works up to 1st and 2nd levels.
I
God
guess
damn.
you guys will just have to level up.
Yep, I
So,
can't
Sheena
prepare it
can have
even if
both.
I wanted it.
Okay, we're leveling up. Just kidding.
Soon, I imagine. Soon.
Just waiting to dip into that rune knight.
Alright, let's just beeline for the boss. Everyone wants that level.
How? You stand before a chasm that divides the subterranean passageway, which continues to the other side 10 feet away. Fog obscures the chasm's depths. You estimate the chasm is about 50 feet deep, and the lower 40 feet of it is heavily obscured by the fog. As a dwarf, you get the sense that the bottom is largely blunt rocks and cave floor. The walls are rough and can be climbed relatively easily, especially for the more athletically inclined. Theo, your attunement with the air elements informs you that this chasm is filled with air and lightning aspected ether. At random times, it could exert that ether. In particular, you realize that this isn't a fog bank, it is actually a miniature storm cloud. Going into the chasm or trying to jump across may risk that ether going off, which could be nothing, but it could summon anything from powerful winds, deafening thunder, or bolts of lightning.
Well, guys, if we want to jump this, we might get shocked, and not in a good way. So,
So let's don't.
yeah, mind the
Well,
gap.
Let's do it.
Please mind again.
All right.
Ah, I have reached an impasse.
I will march on forward. Oh,
Feel
Theo.
if
Oh, I have not reached an impasse. I know which direction that is.
feel if Leo were here, he could summon something to kill again. Sacrifice for the storm.
Slowly becoming a villain.
Do it! Why not?
Oh man, bad guy druids are some of the best. Gotta say.
Face me and my swarm of animals.
I had a DM one time who had like an evil druid, and, like big bad, and he was tired, so he was kind of phoning in with his dialogue, but it had one of the best lines of dialogue from a BBEG I've heard in a long time. He just like splayed out his hands, and he had like bags under his eyes, like he was just so tired, but he was just like, "Let it be known that I speak for the trees, and the trees say, get fucked! I cast light." "'Tis good shit," I thought. The path branches here.
Arkham chooses right.
I was just peeking.
the path seems to curve to the right.
Okay. That's not suspicious at all.
Navi sees what appears to be a dead end.
Right. The dead end.
An empty chamber.
Just like my brain. Is the path on the left, from what I see, is that the pool that saps your life that we were told from the wyvern?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to investigate, I think. You do between Theo, Shino, and Shabazz, you do see the shores of what appears to be a frozen lake. The water is completely frozen over. You also feel a bitterly cold breeze coming from it. Baloo, no! You menace.
Can I investigate this seemingly dead end?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
You got it, boss man. I'm a rogue. I have reliable talent.
This appears to be an unfinished tunnel. At some point, someone began digging along this tunnel as some kind of access way, but they weren't able to finish. You do find under layers of dust and stone ancient pickaxes sized for small creatures. You imagine they probably belonged to deep gnomes.
Oh, okay.
But they are long gone. There does not appear to be any inherent danger down this passageway, though.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, welcome
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Don't know why, but second time today it just stopped. Coo.
Well, welcome back. Glad you survived.
It was touch and go for a moment.
But yeah, Shino, that seems to be the story with this cave, this dead end. It was supposed to be like an access tunnel leading to somewhere else, but they just never finished it before they moved on.
Okay.
There aren't any blood. There isn't any like remains. The pickaxes you find and stuff look to be like they were just like damaged and just like left, just like fuck it.
Is this frozen lake?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous to Navi? As in, like, anti-magical, bye-bye Navi danger?
No. Not as far as you can tell.
As a big lake.
when you do step towards the lake, the temperature drops dramatically. Hargrim, Theo, you begin to shiver.
Bit nipply in here.
Hmm.
It is. Sorry, I have to do some. I operate in Celsius. You see.
What's it in Celsius? Because I could probably do a quick conversion.
Don't worry, I've already done a quick conversion. It
Okay.
is approximately minus 30 Fahrenheit.
Oh, it's a little cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
That's
It-
not.
It's also
Not too-
negatives. At some point, Celsius and Fahrenheit is the same. It's the same.
Yeah, around minus 40 is when they
Yeah.
line up.
It's just a
Oh,
wee
yeah.
bit nipply, eh?
I'm gonna.
It's
Oh.
chillier than a nun's cut, I tell you what. Sorry?
I'd like to poke the ice with drown, just to see if it's like thick or it's gonna blast us with cold or.
It is still cold. You do sense some magic. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, no.
While
That's
you're
fine.
rolling that, I will say this again. The temperature plunges in this cave. The cave itself is dominated by the frozen pool. Ice crystals glitter on the walls, floor, and other rock formations. Snow whirls about on strong gusts. With an Arcana of 15, you do sense that obviously the lake is frozen via magical means. You think, and this is kind of from like you ain't a wizard, but you do live in Sharn, which is heavy on magic, and you have heard a lot about manifest zones during the years. You reckon that the manifest zone has something to do with this. So unless your wizard friends have something really clever, it's probably nothing you guys can really deal with. You do sense a sort of mercurial quality.
I was just say, do we have enough time to do a ritual cast detect magic?
Sure, if you want. You can always give it a shot.
All right, yeah, I'll do a detect magic.
Okay. While you're doing that ritual, that'll take 10 minutes, yes?
Yeah.
I need you to roll a D100.
Ooh.
Up to 10 separate times. Stop when you roll 10 or lower.
Oh my god.
Do it and you're cool. Damn.
Damn.
Instant death.
Do it and it. Damn.
Instant
Jeez.
death.
5,
it in.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oop.
Oh, there you go.
On the
Okay.
9th minute.
God said, let there be.
Okay. So first things first, I would like Hargrim and Theo to roll a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you're both cold, but you're fine.
Your nipples are hard, but they don't hurt.
That's steel.
I'm scared.
Your nipples do hurt.
As you're about to finish your ritual, you know, if the weather's cold enough, you can use Shino to cut through glass to break into a. Anyways,
What's the damage dice of nipples?
it's 1%.
Probably a D4 right now.
With Shino, it's a D4 that hidden feet.
I miss Thursdays. Oh, hirelings just don't do it.
Very good. Just as you're about to finish your ritual, the room begins to steam up. And rapidly, like within the course of 30 seconds, all of the ice melts and begins to bubble as if boiling.
Oh.
I would need the two of you again to roll some Constitution saving throws, as it goes from minus 30 Fahrenheit to 100 Fahrenheit
Oh, geez.
over the course of this minute.
Oh, we're melting.
You guys get like flash fried or something. I don't know how.
Are you wearing medium or heavy armor?
Yes.
Then you have a disadvantage.
The metal.
Just in general, I just have disadvantage.
It's not because it's metal. It's because it's heavy.
Heavy, yeah.
So we have to roll again, is what you're saying.
I've
That is
worn
what I-
gambeson in 100 degrees heat. Disadvantage makes sense.
Well, do their current rolls even warrant disadvantage?
I have resistance, so. I don't. Or do I? No, I'm not raging. Oh, never mind.
Theo hates it here. He got his revenge.
Theo.
He's got wings. He just wants to go home.
Theo, you take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's bad.
Ability checks. Scheisse.
Yeah, it's not good. You begin to sweat in your own armor. It's like you're wearing a sauna.
Look at Sonic.
I'm gonna. If we had time to kind of move around while he's doing this ritual.
Yeah, you have 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna kind of just follow the side up and see what's up here.
When you get here,
Oh, I die.
you don't die. I will need an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. That doesn't affect Nobby.
There is a slick rime of frost on the shore from that point forward.
Not athletics, huh? Acrobatics.
Not athletics.
It's unfortunate.
You can't football charge through this one. You have to use your, well, you're prone.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you see it
Gonna
coming, is
have
that
to use
dex
the-
saves?
well, you're fine.
Isn't that a dex save? Doesn't that count under your advantage stuff for?
It's only effects that I can see, so I don't really think that
Oh.
would.
And
It's
It is
spells
not a
or
dex save.
traps.
it's an acrobatics check to actively try not to slip. It is not a trap in and of itself.
Yeah.
It is a test of your skill.
Would you, just for my memory's sake, just link it? I'm just not familiar enough with barbarians to know.
Yes, sir. One moment. It is danger sense.
Yeah, that's the word.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And Hargrim,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to slide out onto the ice.
Fuck it.
It's ice.
You have 8 more rounds before this becomes a boiling cauldron. Not that you know that.
Right. I'll just penguin slide my way this way.
Okay. It's a difficult terrain, but within 8 rounds, that's fine.
And just step off. Okay. So the path continues.
It does continue. Is there anything else that we might want to do? Anybody else within those 8 rounds? Bearing in mind, you don't know that this lake is going to turn boiling.
Well, I don't want.
Does anything from my detect magic do anything, or are we still waiting for that to happen?
Well, the detect magic, like this, the lake melted
Mm-hmm.
9 minutes in to your
Oh,
ritual.
and fucked up the ritual.
You can still complete it, right? But I'm letting people have their like 45 seconds before that happens,
Gotcha.
or the 8 minutes before that happens. Which is, it's perfectly reasonable if y'all want to be like, I want to wait and see if Theo's detect magic senses anything. Like that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not going in there. Navi is. I'm not.
Yeah, Navi's fine. There's nothing in there that can disrupt Navi. Shabazz and Jek's gonna attempt anything within 8 minutes.
Nah, I'm just watching her ass.
I don't have eyes on Hargrim, so I would probably ask him if he's alright telepathically.
I
Boy.
died. I died. I leaped like a graceful butterfly. Didn't fall one time and crossed the ice.
Theo, you know that he's lying. You saw the whole thing. So did she know through Navi, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me eat shit.
At least it wasn't Drake shit.
Oh man. In our in the Tuesday game that Cat is in, they came across like an enormous fire drake, and they found a really cool wizard's hat in there that was randomly rolled from a table. But instead of a treasure chest, it's in like, they could have only found it if someone was brave enough to start like Jurassic Park style digging through like a big pile of dragon shit, which someone did like without any hesitation. Like one player just like rolled up her sleeves and she was like, "Let's get in there."
Mm-hmm.
Gives them a penalty to stealth checks until they clean it. Anyways, please continue.
I'm doing nothing. I'm just watching.
Yeah, Hargrim doesn't sound like he's in too much trouble, and I don't want to go in there yet, so.
All right, fair enough. If you want to maintain your ritual, which you are allowed to do, right? You're not so exhausted that that's in danger of being disrupted. The lake water is magical. It is suffused with elemental ethers. Probably because of proximity to the manifest zone, you think, Theo? There isn't a relic or anything. It's sort of like it's kind of just like absorbed with the radiation, right? So to speak.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check with advantage.
So is this technically a skill check?
This is a skill check, so you're rolling it straight.
All right. I'm good at those.
Oh,
Not good
that's right.
enough.
Because we're telepathically linked, can he have an advantage for my Arcana proficiency?
Yeah.
Well, technically I have disadvantage, and I would have had advantage because of the maze.
Oh,
Correct.
So it
Yeah.
can't
So it
have
doesn't-
double advantage.
great.
Sorry.
But I like the spirit of the roleplay. I like the idea that Shabazz tried to help.
It's too
Well, maybe,
fucking hot in here.
A hero point to reroll, perhaps? I mean, fucking fuck a hero point. And inspiration.
I do have an inspiration. Uh, yeah, might as well. Much better.
Ooh, okay. A dispel magic,
Really?
or perhaps there is a primal druid spell if there was a druid in the party. But as far as your skills are concerned, there are two spells that could help here. One of them is dispel magic. Dispel magic will just turn the water into normal water for a minute, roughly. It'll just turn the temperature just neutral. It will involve you having to touch the water.
Physically?
Yes.
Hmm.
Actually, no. Let me double check that.
And is this just a basic 3rd level dispel magic will do it, or does it have to be
Yeah.
casted?
Pardon me. It's a range of 120 feet. I was thinking of a different spell. Yeah, you can just use dispel magic. And dispel magic will turn the water to normal. And it'll stay that way for a minute. For every spell level you upcast it with, it will extend that duration by another minute.
Interesting.
I don't think we need longer than a minute to get around this thing.
I mean, 8 rounds isn't that almost a minute?
10 rounds.
How big is this room? Do we have enough?
How big is the room? Let me give it a quick measure. Also,
Because I can see up to 60 feet and I still can't see the edge, so.
between you and Hargrim, it is about 100 feet long and about 80 feet wide, give or take rock formations.
Okay, yeah.
Also, with the 17, you also determine that it could change, the temperature could drastically change at the end of every minute. That's what the D100s were for. That there is a 10% chance every minute that the temperature could just flip.
Oh, so we could take a risk, wait for it to get cold, and try and cross it, but then we would drop into boiling hot water. I see.
Well, most of you. Shabazz and Thea would be fine.
I can fly.
I'm already over here.
Yeah, I probably have room for one more on my Pegasus at least.
That's also true.
Yeah, but then we got Commander of the Bobs.
I mean, I've got Dispel Magic if we want to use a spell slot on it just to cruise over there.
Would the bobs float? You could just make a raft out of them.
The bobs can walk along the bottom. Though you're not sure how deep the lake is.
Is it currently a boiling pit?
It is currently a boiling pit.
Can I send Navi into the water to see what I see, or see what she sees? It sees, if anything.
Sure.
This is a bad idea. I regret it. No, it's fine.
The lake is about 12 feet deep. And in blocks of ice that are currently mostly melted, you see about 24 dead bodies. of deep gnomes and cultists, mostly earth cultists, who have sunk to the bottom because of the density of their armor. They don't seem to have anything of particular import on them. You don't see any valuables. You can tell through Navi that it's real hot in there. Though not seriously hot. While the water is boiling, should you fall in, you estimate that a creature could take about 2d6 damage.
That's a hot tub.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I can do it a spell if we want to liquefy it.
Well, Mister, I have wings. Is that something you want to do for us earthbound plebeians? Or sorry, Kyber bound?
Eberron.
Bound.
Eberron bound?
Well, as having been on the ground to cast this ritual spell, it's the least I can do.
You're going to cast a spell magic ritually?
No. That'd be nice though if I could.
No, no.
Such a
Yeah,
peach.
I will. Um, through my detect, could we just walk around the edge?
Yes, you could. It is currently not frozen over with ice.
It's
It
just
is very hot.
just hot.
And then there is a segment that you guys see over here, or Hargrim would be able to tell you about. There is a section where there isn't enough room to sidle.
Good
You'll
job.
have to either try to hop over.
I can catch you guys.
I'll just dispel. We're just gonna do dispel.
Okay.
Just call it a day. If we can run over to the walls and then tiptoe through the waters.
Through the tube.
Very good. You have a minute.
Bye.
Run, run, run!
I would like from Shino.
Shit.
Unless Shino's is Shino on the back of the Pegasus?
I would have allowed somebody to mount if they wanted to fly.
I don't want to retroactively make that decision, but I would. I would be on the Pegasus.
I mean, would Jax insist on getting on the Pegasus?
If given
Or
the
perfect.
opportunity, Shabazz would take Shino before Jax.
A sense of bias.
Cause tits.
Listen, the air quality is neutral now, so we're in neutral territory, tits.
It's a Pegasus with airbags.
Lucky I'm not a cleric anymore.
Well, then I want Jax to make an acrobatics or athletics check to hop over. The bobs are fine.
Oh, make that little jump right here.
Yeah.
I see.
Easy.
Take me away.
I can't move you, so I'm just moving the Pegasus and then
That's
me
fine.
afterwards.
That's
That
fine.
works too.
I'll just go ahead.
Oh shit. We both moved anyways.
Yeah.
That was Teddy.
My magic. It was me.
The gods, they are among us.
It only took him a second because he was spying on your character sheet.
I'm
It's true.
gonna give Shabazz a kiss on his shiny dome. Thank you.
Don't think me, think pizzazz.
I'll ruffle his back.
You are most welcome, my lady.
Oh, I am a damsel in distress, but no longer. How did we hear footsteps earlier? From where?
Above us.
We haven't. Was it above us? Because like we haven't seen shit.
Uh-huh. You do hear through Navi and Hargrim and one of the Bobs. There's another cross in the road, another fork.
Uh-huh.
There are two distinct different howling winds down either passage, right or left. Down the left corridor, you also smell blood.
I vote blood.
Huh. That's not backspace.
Which way it smells like blood?
The left way is passageway. Leftward.
If there's blood, there's people we can help, or there's bad guys we can kill.
Like stuff all over the ground. Let's split up, gang.
Well, if given a choice, I'm probably gonna follow Hargrim, Theo.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
He's easier to hide behind.
Split up and Theo goes by himself. Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I'm wondering if that's a dead end up there. Maybe we check that side first then.
You're leading us.
It's like a co-leading, you know.
Scout ahead, kind of sitting on
You're
the walls.
leading us. You're a proper marshal and we have a pseudo marshal, so I'm just gonna follow our marshals.
Theo, it looks like the right cavern, the right-leaning cavern, seems to continue on into a further forking of different caverns and passageways. They're also, it's difficult to tell from here exactly what they are, but there are curious obelisks carved out of large stalagmites jutting up from the ground with drilled holes in them that are giving a strange whistling sound.
All right. Let me. All right, everyone. Gather up. And I'm gonna do a. We're gonna pass her that trace.
Woo.
Very good.
In that case,
Are we going left or right?
I'm gonna do what he did, but opposite. I'm gonna just kind of poke my.
And the whole time is that you heard the dun 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 dun.
Then I'm gonna back out and just come back this way and say, "Let's go right."
Whoa. What'd you see to the left, bud?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Gore splatters the walls and floor of this windy cave, Hargrim.
Yep.
The floor is strewn with dismembered humanoid corpses. A windy cyclone moves among the remains. An air elemental, as you are now familiar with them, in primordial, screaming, "Wee!" It is stained red with the viscera that it has absorbed into its body. A shaft in the ceiling leads up farther than you can see.
Shaft in the ceiling. Oh, so we probably don't want to go left.
Yes.
Hargrim, you are a
Mm.
dwarf.
Yep.
You can
This
make either a nature check or stoneworker's tools. Yes, or history check. And double your proficiency and maybe get some answers on that front.
I'm not good at any of those. Considered proficient though. Okay, so I'm just gonna. How do you double check? Well, just add 4. I don't care.
Yeah.
Here's
We'll just add 4.
just add an extra 4 to that. 13.
13. Okay, so you're not 100% sure. But giving it a think and reflecting on it, you're pretty sure that this cavern might be directly below the ziggurat where you guys confronted Aresi. It's sort of in the heart of the air temple. And you recall that there was a similar square shaft in the heart of that ziggurat. And so it's not too much of a leap of logic to sort of suss out that, oh, when they make sacrifices, and you guys have discovered they would make human sacrifices or get rid of people who displease them, they would just toss them down the hole. This is where that ends up. When this is Sparta, their enemies, this is the bottom of that well.
So I'll just kind of let everybody know that there's an air elemental down here that says "wee" or and the ziggurat shaft, I believe. And lots of blood.
All right.
Yes, exactly.
I would be kind of fucked with it, but all right.
Unless Theo wants to do something with the
Um, you know, could I try and
Why?
through Wind Vein? I also can speak Primordial, and and because I'm an heir to House Orion, I have that extra oomph to air elementals. That technically isn't considered a land vehicle.
And you've got a bardic.
Could I just like suss out if it's good or bad, and if it's or neutral, and be like, hey, go on, get.
Roll an insight check.
Come on, get out of here.
So would it still be a disadvantage? Could I get advantage since I know all these thingies? So I can roll normal?
Fine, and you have a bardic from
Sweet.
Shabazz.
Alright. Normal. And what's your bardic? A D8?
And
D10. Ooh.
the man's got magical secrets. That's why Pizzazz is here. I'm well within my leash limits.
Okay. So there's a couple of things going on here.
Okay, I'll stop moving.
First things first, to sort of like finish Navi's lap. Wind rushes through this curving natural passage and off into the darkness beyond, howling in a changing pitch as it feeds through the alcoves and fissures of faraway caves. The wind blows through these stalagmite obelisks, making a sort of howling, whispering, creepy chorus. Beyond that, Navi does not see or sense anything amiss.
Okay.
Theo with a 24, pardon. The air elemental, unless provoked, is probably not dangerous. It seems to be bound to this area, right? So it was like magically summoned and like placed here specifically. You sort of get the feeling that it would become hostile if you dropped from the hole, but coming from this direction, it might not have anything against you, or perhaps find you novel.
Okay.
It seems, despite its murderous tendencies for whatever comes down the hole, seems to be a rather innocent soul besides. Just wants to spin, have a good time,
Okay.
eat flesh.
Could I brandish Windvane in a non-threatening way,
Yeah.
and then just kind of slowly walk up to it and figure out how it's bound, and then maybe release it?
Whee! The air elemental stops when you approach. Oh, hello!
Hello. How are you? You look to
You've
be
come
having
from
fun.
the other way.
Indeed I
I
have.
I am having lots of fun. Whee! Flaying the flesh from the sacrifice's bones. You
That's
look different.
fun. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a sacrifice.
No, I know. You are our master's chosen. We've
Indeed.
met before.
Oh, we have? Well, it's nice to meet friends again.
I'm pretty sure. All you corporeal types look the same to me.
Well, looks like you're having fun here. Did you want to go play somewhere else, or are you happy here?
Well, when you summoned me before, mistress,
Mm.
I was, content and happy to serve. But if I'm done, I suppose I can go somewhere else. Return home.
Um, I'd like to raise Windvane and be like, your job and duties here are complete. I release you from your bindings, and try to send him home.
Okay, goodbye. It disappears.
When does he go back? It's
Yeah, it's
gone.
gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that a tough fight?
Oh yeah, super tough. I, oof. Like put smear a little bit of the blood-soaked walls on, like, make a line on my head or something. But yeah, so tough. Oof.
Anything back there? Or is it just the hole?
I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
there's a bunch of bodies.
Oh,
You see, like, the bodies of some prisoners or captives that you assume displeased Eresi. But you also see, like, some like the bodies of some cultists who have like the symbol of howling hatred carved into their forehead, and like the armor of some of the Feathergale Knights, and some like Sharn Watchmen uniforms, though nothing of particular value.
Does it look like there's any poop Hargrim can sift through?
Jex, if you need some more bones, there's plenty around.
I don't know. The bag of holding's pretty full of bodies right now.
You could have some unique bodies, though, you know? Like, here's a Sharn Watchman. That won't raise suspicions anywhere.
There's a uniform. His bones are strewn about wildly, presumably. The air element, like, what would happen is the air elemental would pick them up and just sort of like flay the flesh from their skeletons and like scatter the remains. There was no real way to know this for sure. But this air elemental now has a taste for blood. While you have released an innocent soul, the experiences here, over the course of the next 50 years or so, will dwell in the air elemental's mind, and as it grows older, it remembers that dark hunger, and will return to Eberron as something of an elemental serial killer. But that's a problem for a different party.
Looks like our Harling's got our work cut out for us.
Well, that's going to be like 50, 100 years from now.
Oh, sure.
No cause for worry. But yeah, unfortunately, not much in the way of valuables. It's not much of a stretch for you to imagine Theo Aresi making sure that everyone she threw down here was stripped of everything that might be of some value or that she liked.
No. Us Orions, we may bind them, but we're not monsters. At least
Some that one might be, though. Eventually.
So some might be asking what the purpose is of that. One could have either fought the air elemental or asked it questions. But for releasing it, Theo will get an inspiration.
yes. I mean, I can. It would be dumb of me if I didn't. Or at least
How
try.
the- You just tell me how the hell creating a serial killer isn't a dark inspiration.
Yeah, you can have a dark inspiration too.
I mean, technically, I didn't create the serial killer. Aresi did. I just released it out into the world so that it could act on those thoughts as opposed to just dwell on them.
You made it worse.
Yes.
Dark inspiration it is.
I wish to feel the sensation of flesh sheared from bone. Wee! No. We don't need to dwell on that. That's dumb.
Kenneth has done worse.
And not to mention Mordain. Oh boy.
Mhm.
Mordain the flesh weave up! Anyways, that's a problem for another time. How do you all want to continue?
Path to the right, I guess, huh?
And we all have pass without trace, so we can It can be quiet.
I'm gonna move Ishino, or move Pizzazz.
Okay. You know you can box select and move yourself and Pizzazz at the same time.
Which one is that?
Just
What's the
Click
option?
and click
click and
hold
drag.
left. Yeah, click and drag left click. And box
Uh,
select over
you,
yourself
Ooh,
and
got it. Thank you.
you can also hold shift, and like
Hmm.
that's another way to do it.
You won't drag
Um,
me, but any tokens under your control you can move at the same time.
It's true. The wind howls down this passageway. But according to Shino, there should not be any immediate threat.
It is a big loop.
Hmm.
And there is oh sorry.
I was gonna say an ancient particle accelerator.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Theo, the direction you went loops down to a you'll come eventually to a fork in the road, and if you turn right, your right, the map's left, um, you'll come back up and you should see Navi at another intersection.
Theo, I need you and Herm to stop for a second.
Oh. Navi was safe, but people are not.
Theo, you hear a voice in your ear. The rest of you do not. In fact, if you respond to the voice, Theo, you do not know this, but Michael, be aware that whatever you say, as Theo, will not be picked up by the telepathic bond with Shabazz. It's Aresi's voice.
Oh,
Well, look who's come crawling back. You're so close now, handsome. How are you finding my little toy?
Oh, you know, great power comes great responsibility, I guess. I see you
Wants
used it for all the wrong purposes, though.
And what purposes were those that were so wrong?
You just wanted power. It didn't appear you wanted control either. And you let the power go to your head. What's the point of
Oh,
having power if you didn't have control?
we did not know each other well enough for you to know for certain what my endgame was. But it doesn't matter now. You've certainly proven yourself the better between us. The more vicious.
I didn't have to destroy whole towers to get what I needed. I just had to come find you and kill you. So,
Have to and want to are different things.
oh, I very much wanted to kill you.
Had a howling anger in your heart for what I did. The way I tore your family's estate apart, piece by piece. How my winds tore their sinew from their skeletons. It was quite beautiful, from what I've been told, from what I've seen.
Well, unfortunately for you, I have more important things to deal with.
Oh yes, I'm sure. Great destiny. Paragon of House Orion. Rising star. Even caught the eye of your house's patriarch. Your influence is rising and shooting across the sky brilliantly.
How do you know all these things? Because
You're
last
of
I
great
checked, you were dead.
interest. Oh, and unless someone's feeling generous, I imagine I'll stay that way. But you compel me, lover. I look at you, and the way your magic tore through me was euphoric. An existence of banality. And like a refreshing breeze, you gave me something novel. I knew in that moment, dying before you as you took my spear in my wings, that you were a worthy successor to my ideals.
Well, I'll do something you couldn't. That is take control. House Orion has done it to the minor elementals. Who's gonna stop us when we do it to the major ones?
Why would I want to stop you? I admit it's a shame that I couldn't reach this apotheosis. But watching you do so in my stead, develop into the ideal that I had striven to be, why it sends shivers through me. I have no doubt that you'll be everything that I failed to achieve. And it is going to please me every step up that ladder.
And you're just okay with watching from the sidelines?
Okay. Darling, what you're going to do is going to hurt your family more than anything I could conceive. And I would like you to make a. Well, I almost said will save. That's a different game. Wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Very good. There is a moment there where her words wriggle into you. A dagger of doubt pierced into your chest. Windvane almost seems to reinforce what she is saying. A sort of subtle nudging you towards a prophetic monstrosity and encouragement. But you asked something before. How do you know all of this? Is what you asked. And as a logical man, you dwell on that question, even as Aresi's voice tried to evade it. Aresi is dead. You have Detect Magic up. There are no spirits as far as you can tell. And she knows things that she shouldn't. Aresi isn't here. You are speaking to an apparition of your own making. These are thoughts and facts that reside in your own mind. You aren't debating with Aresi, you are debating with yourself. And with that realization, you come to understand that if you're debating with yourself, then whether or not you take anything from this conversation, you can put an end to it. This is, of course, not the real Aresi.
I'll go, I will be the one in control. And I'll end the conversation.
Because you rolled over 25 on your wisdom save and you had a level of exhaustion, you find the wind in this chamber refreshing. You cure that level of exhaustion.
Yes.
Harkram. You hear the voice of your mom. Harkram, honey? Is that you?
What the fuck? Yeah.
It's so dark here, baby. I can't see and I can't feel anything.
Where are you?
I don't know. It's cold and damp and dark. I feel heavy.
Do I need to?
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
All I remember is there was lightning and wind, and then I remember falling. That's right. Tower broke off from the Korsharn and started falling, and
That can't be.
Talvrin.
It can't be true. You're back in the temple. You were in the temple when I last saw you.
I had to go back and grab a few things. Your new intelligent friend was kind enough to give me a ride.
Oh, the hippogriff, whose name I forget. Like, there's no way that the brother whose name I have forgotten for a while would let you just go back on your own.
The rubble was so heavy, Hargrim. Couldn't push it off of me. I'm glad he came home, but you were the strong one. You did everything you could to support and bring this family back together.
Yeah. Only to find out that it started with a lie to begin with.
Why weren't you here to protect me? And give me a wisdom save. And because you pointed out an inconsistency in the story, I'll give you advantage on the wisdom saving throw.
Cargrim's not a genius, but he's also like, wait, what?
You got this.
Probably not, but that's okay.
Oh, never mind. I believed in you.
Well,
I guess I believe it, right?
no, not necessarily. But I do want you to roll a D100.
No.
Roll a D10 for me. Ooh, that's not good. You are going to be stunned for the next 10 minutes, trapped in your own mind.
It's like, I guess Theo and I are walking, and then all of a sudden I just stop.
Correct. Theo, you continue on and you look back because you don't hear any footsteps, and Hargrim is just staring into space, a little drool.
Kind of run back over to Hargrim and be like, buddy. Kind of tap his face a little bit. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Um,
He is incapacitated. Hargrim, you hear Theo asking you, who is so loyal to his own family, why you couldn't save your mom. Been so capable so far. Theo, on your end, Hargrim is unmoving and just sort of like muttering gibberish.
I try.
Would we sense that in the psychic connection that he's?
Yes.
yeah, and I'll reach out psychically as well. Like, hey guys, Hargrim, something's wrong.
Yeah, when you try to connect with Hargrim, you hear like little mutterings, and it's kind of like the equivalent of like TV static.
Sorry.
Does that do anything, or it's too late for that since you already made a save?
It's not a frightened or charmed effect.
Okay.
Um. So yeah, alas, it wouldn't quite work here. Theo, you do find that you can move Hargrim, right? If you sort of like urge him onwards, like grab his arm and like pull him, like
Yeah.
Hargrim can like move sort of instinctually, but it's kind of slow going. You sort of have to like tug him along, but he'll stay standing.
Kind of like leading someone who's been lobotomized.
I'm gonna try to dispel it with dispel magic.
A roll on Arcana, real quick. With a 21, take your spell slot back. You don't think dispel magic's going to do it. You kind of think this has. It's less of like a magical effect in the way that like dispel magic can deal with something, and more of like an affliction. So like maybe something like lesser restoration or a spell like that would be more appropriate for this.
Oh, 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 none of us can cast it, but
Oh, 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 O'Reilly.
we do have a lesser restoration.
I think I can cast it. I'm pretty sure it's on my list. I just don't know it. But if it's on a spell scroll, I could cast it.
We do have a lesser restoration scroll. And
Let
you
me just
do
confirm. It's what, second level? Or
artifice. Yeah, second level artificer, bard, cleric, druid, paladin, and ranger. Yep. So you can definitely cast it.
And I'm sorry, what level is it? It's one that I can cast anyway, right?
Second level.
Second level, yeah. And it's
Right.
it's a scroll.
Yeah, and I can't mem it, and you can't mem it anyway, right? It's not a wizard
Nope.
spell.
It's not arcane.
Everybody cool with me casting the spell scroll on him? We're trying it?
Teddy.
I mean, sure. I have no problem with that. I will also say that because of your telepathic bond, you can sort of suss out, like with that Arcana check, whichever direction that they went. Shabazz, you're the first to realize, like, whatever happened to them in there cut off your psychic connection or like muffled it. And then when you got it back, they were definitely affected. Like clearly harder and more affected than Theo, but it's like it's enough of like a common sense thing to be like, okay, you know for sure going in that direction will lead to something similar.
Yeah, they went north, and Jex went south, and he seems fine.
And I'll convey everything that is happening to Hargrim. I don't. What happened in my mind stays with me.
Lesser Restoration has a range of touch, so you'll have to, even with the scroll, you'll have to get adjacent to one another.
Yeah, and I'll probably like kind of yeah, I'll probably like kind of lead Hargrim back out towards the entrance where we came from. Or do we want to pull a Dumbledore and keep going forward?
It loops back around. It might be quicker to just come the way you came back.
Yeah.
Because I saw more stalagmites the direction you were probably gonna go, and you'll just be in the problem more.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah, we'll head back then towards the front entrance.
Very good. We're a little bit over time for our break, so before that, yeah, go ahead and because you're like out of those stalagmites, I imagine that we'll have Shabazz and Shino catch up. Just move you guys for simplicity's sake, and you cast that spell. Hargrim is cured of his stun condition. You kind of come back to reality, know like the logic, that your mom's not dead, right? But it was still spooky, and it
Yeah.
affected you with the insanities.
I'd probably grab Theo and be like, I did not abandon her.
But who are you talking about? You didn't abandon anyone.
Do you have a way to message someone back in the temple?
Yeah, of course. Who do you need to talk to?
Could you just make sure that my mom didn't leave? I don't believe she did, but
Yeah, and yeah, I'll use a sending to like, hello, Mrs. Halfbane. This is Theodosius Deorian. If I could pronounce my own name, apparently. Uh, uh, a part owner of the tower you are currently staying in. Just checking in, making sure you're good. Hargrim was worried. Let me know. Bye.
Oh, thank you for calling in, dear. Oh, no, we're fine. We've been staying put just like you asked, and I've started making some of Mama Halfbane's famous chili. When you're done doing whatever you're doing, I insist that you come back and she's run out of words.
Nice.
She doesn't know how to spell words.
Nice.
Yeah, she's perfectly fine. She's baking, so we're whatever you
maybe
experienced, you rest assured she's okay.
maybe we should go back anyways, just to make double sure.
If that's what you feel you need to do, Hargrim, I mean, we have. I can take you. They've got it. They only need a few of the items anyway, so.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Don't leave them here. Don't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't abandon me, Hargrim.
I don't know. You're getting awfully close to that bald guy up there all of a sudden.
He's just giving me a ride.
Shh, I'm just blending in as a tit.
She knows their tit.
Shabazz is just like wearing like a enlarged like baby bottle, like a rubber nipple on his head, like a hat. Blending in as camouflage.
I didn't realize we had two rogues at the party.
Yeah, you should know the difference between bard and rogue is not a whole lot.
It's the pass without a trace that did it, really. Like, no. All right, let's 10 to 15 minutes, gang. We'll reconvene. Then you seem to have some other paths that you can choose from. You hear Jex, you hear wind from this direction, but you hear pained groaning to the south, to the southwest, where there is more like wind to the east. All right, 10, 15 minutes. See you guys in a bit. Empty yourselves, water yourselves, whatever you need to do. I said that in the wrong order. See you later. I'm back, I've returned. And I have water with me. Glorious hydration.
I also return.
I
Hargrim
am
doing
back.
okay?
Hmm?
I was just asking if Hargrim was doing okay also. Hello, Theo.
Probably a little in his head for a while.
I imagine so. Hello, Mud.
Goodbye.
What, already? Jack Snow.
Nah.
Jaxer. Jaxeroni and
chilling.
cheese.
Jax Mix.
Oh, Jax Mix is good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That's something that Jax needs. Somebody from the old neighborhood from Goldgate, who every time he sees him has like a new wild nickname.
That'd be funny, not gonna lie.
Jaximus Prime. So we have a cat. Is everybody here? I feel like everybody's here.
Seems that way.
Yes. Your scroll of lesser restoration is consumed. Our boy Hargrim is returned to sanity. I would like Theo to roll a religion check.
Hmm.
Hargrim can too if he wants, but I'm offering that to Theo mostly because like Theo cleared the save. Hargrim, you come to the conclusion that corridor sucks. Theo, you don't think that this is arcane magic dealing with that corridor? The way the carvings of the stalagmites sort of evoke singing or whistling and screaming faces sort of suggests to you that this is more of a sacred place. You don't feel harmed. In fact, by passing through the trial, you feel healed, and that's exactly what it feels like, a trial. While you're not sure what the exact purpose initially of this corridor was, you do get the feeling that it has some kind of sacred element to it, right? That this was maybe some kind of rite of passage.
Interesting.
You know. Well, what would you all like to do from here?
I'll let everyone know, kind of like, probably not If you don't want to deal with hallucinations, probably don't go the way we went.
Hargrim will just nod.
Don't fall on Navi checks.
Navi. Wind blows through this weird stalagmite garden. The rock formations are smooth and contorted, their natural forms weathered to be chaotic and abstract. There is a part of Yushino who is excited
Uh-oh.
to walk through that garden.
Is that excited Shino or excited Dragonmark Shino?
Dragonmark's definitely involved, but I can't tell you how Shino feels.
That's fair. That feels like the right way to go. It certainly continues. Okay. Does the wind keep
Sorry.
howling past, like, from this direction that way?
Yes, you do definitely feel wind blowing out from that direction.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Bob the Scout, even from here, just poking your head in, you see dwellings carved in the walls of this cavern that have been torn asunder by some intense force. Ruins of several dwellings resemble gaps in the walls and piles of rubble. In some of the rubble, you find remains of small humanoid corpses that are scattered among the ruins.
Oh, this must have been where the gnomes with the hard G lived.
Did you just say gnomes with the hard G?
I am processing that myself.
Jax, you're saucy tonight. You're spicy.
A little bit, sorry.
No, it's
You said that, and I swear I had like a brain record scratch, and I just slowly looked up to my monitor with Discord. I'm like, did he just say hard G?
gnome with a hard G.
Is this where that access tunnel was supposed to meet up? Like
The dark inspiration.
possibly the other end of this wall.
No. Hargrim, you know that maybe somewhere in this chamber, but it would be farther south. And Bob's vision does confirm that this settlement does go deeper, but you don't see like the end of it.
Yeah, this is a big ass cavern, man.
Yeah, Bob and Hargrim, and Navi, you kind of get the feeling that like this area was something of like a town square or something. A lot of the decorations and monuments and what have you and stuff have been like pushed to the outer edges, like a great tempest has run through here. Oh no, Theo, when you hear and get an opportunity to see this, you don't need to roll. Your proficiency in Arcana and your connection to Windvane and seeing your family's estate in Sharn screams to you devastation orb. You're a wizard. As a wizard, you are something of a scientist, Willem Dafoe aside. Your first thoughts, just instinctual, Resid would need a testing ground. The prophets needed a testing ground. They needed to check whether these devastation orbs that the weapons we're teaching them to use would work. And this was a town. This was a town once.
Explains a lot.
Like the creature we're in was a town?
The cavern that you're in.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
How far away is my leash? I'm still good. Man, you're just charging out here with the Bobs and Navi, huh?
ah. There we go.
And
Suppose
Bob-
we should probably follow him a bit, huh?
It seems. It seems fine. Yeah.
Bob and Hargrim,
Oh,
Mhm.
into the darkness.
you hear a faint groaning through this chamber, sort of weak.
Kind of approach slowly, try to peek.
Oh, I see," said the blind man.
I thought you were deaf.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pick up my hammer to saw.
Hargrim, in this chamber, 2 humans, an Aarakocra, and a drow hang suspended from hooks connected to chains.
Hmm.
The hooks are under their arms, in their backs, and in their calves.
Ouch.
Blood pools on the floor between them. Beetles scurry along the floor, walls, and down the chains, and onto the victims, which faintly struggle, rasp, and moan as a breeze turns them around and around. Debris, including tattered clothing and broken weapons, are scattered against the walls.
You guys just hanging out, or
The drow who is closest to you and still technically conscious struggles to open his eyes, and he looks down at you and he says, "Fuck you."
do I? Is there a way for me to get them down without causing more? Can I lower the chains? See where they're connected or anything like that? Or the hook?
They're sort of like bolted to the ceiling. You could get them down. I would say that is either an acrobatics check,
Mm.
a medicine check,
Mm.
or curiously enough, a thieves' tools check. But they're all going to have different DCs.
Hey, I can do the thieves too.
And so I'll leave it to you guys to determine which of those skills you wanna risk. And if you roll low enough, you do risk killing these people.
Jax, you're pretty acrobatical. It's not a word, but
You also see that the drow, he has similar markings to the dead woman you found in the Breathless Cave. He is an Umbragen, decked out in was wearing similar arms and armor. Yeah. Jex, you very carefully pry him from the chains. It's wet and gruesome. And if you were just a little bit off, you feel like you would have killed him. But you do get the drought off of the chains. His body sort of dead weights onto you. He doesn't have the strength to keep himself up.
Medical intern Bob takes over holding him up, acting as a exoskeleton, if you would.
Okay. Who are you?
Well, I'm Jax, and this is Hargrim, and that cutie behind you is Bob.
His eyelids flutter. It's just like it's struggling to keep conscious. You have water? You have water?
I give him a healing potion mixed with a bottle of water.
He will drink it. Roll for your healing potion. He sputters. He tries to get it all down, but like it looks like they have been deprived of food and water, so he's having trouble getting it down. Thank you. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Balish. You do not wear any of their marks.
Oh, if you're talking about the wind people, no, we're kind of here to fuck them up. We're...
Good. You get this human down without any trouble. He seems to be able. He'll be able to recover on his own in time. Those two are cultists, but they had a change of heart. Traitors. This was their reward for their virtue. And that one, he motions to the Arakakra. I don't know her story except that her name is Khazra. That she was captured by the Feathergale Knights. I interrogated her, but even a fool could see that she didn't know anything of import.
I mean, they are a bird brain.
Wow.
I think that's racist. But who am I to judge after you saved my life?
Maybe a little, but you should have met this axe we knew.
Unless he's a hero point, this Howling Hatred initiate is going to die. With that said.
Oh, well. He was a cultist. I'm trying.
Okay. He will bleed out.
Gotta save my inspiration for the important one.
Khazra is free. Her large bird-like eyes struggle to open. She is exhausted.
Suppose I'll hand each of the 3 survivors rations. It ain't delicious, but it's something.
They're going to struggle.
How many of them are still alive? There are 4 of them still alive?
There are 3 of them still alive. One of them bled out.
I have 4 Mama Half-Bane cookies. I would like to give 1 to each of them.
Very good. It's going to restore some of their vitality and give them some temporary HP. I seem to recall how that works.
Yeah, but I don't remember how many temporary HP it was. It wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah, it's like 1d4 or something.
It's like,
1d4 plus 1.
Let me look. If I can spell cookies correctly.
You good fellows wouldn't happen to have seen a drow maiden on your way in here, would you?
Isn't
Perfect.
that the one we took the daggers off of?
Pieces.
Oh, Umbra. And Alish is going to sort of like sit with his pull his knees into his chest and just put his head in his hands and try to calm himself. Oh. Oh, no.
Telepathically, amongst the group, just ask, hey, should we give him one of her things?
We should
No.
give him her body.
Well, I didn't grab the body.
Or tell him where to grab said body.
But we're
Look-
still keeping her things then.
That's up to you guys.
That's $2,000.
A shiny knife.
I mean,
We put her up and to the right. Down the chamber to the right.
depending on order of events, we looted her for her scrolls case that is now in my spell book, and perhaps might have worn her armor. All that's left to
Theo
give
has
are the
a-
daggers.
I think Theo has a bag of holding, so it would have gone in there.
I know, I'm just saying, but if the drow chain event goes back to the hirelings.
Yeah. He's gonna see that Shino's wearing a drow chain, but he can tell it's not the same drow chain.
If it's any consolation, it looked like she had a mildly painless death.
I would probably give him a general description of where we found her at and where we left the body.
It is a comfort. It will become more of a comfort as time goes on. No, wait, but we must leave. He tries to get himself to his feet. We must leave.
Why?
The jailer. The jailer might know that we are free.
Ooh.
Can I ask quick? What were you doing here? You and your companion.
The Umbra told us of a great calamity across the sea. We traveled through the Underdark to this ancient place. I'm a historian. My partner was a warrior. For my protection, we were just to see what was happening and see if we could. There is then a spurt of green flame from the center of the chamber,
Ooh.
followed by 4 more surrounding it. And Balish sort of like presses himself back against the cable. Oh no. And from the flame, from the smaller flames come these insect-like little creatures. Well, they're not little. They're medium-sized creatures. But they are like man-sized insect men with these vicious-looking tridents. And in the center, this large ogre-sized, perhaps a demon, perhaps a devil, definitely Kyber in nature, appears with these like a green scales and long arms, and I see the gifs, I see the gifs, and he has a battle axe.
Oh, I don't think I've fought this before.
He's like a gargoyle, but powerfully muscular with powerful bat-like wings that stretch out. And as you're all like bearing weapons, he summons a wicked-looking battle axe that he holds in razor-sharp claws, and feet with raptor-like talons that could cut through flesh and bone with ease. He's then gonna attack Arkham. Just right now.
Is this a surprise round?
It's one of his special things for his stat block.
I mean, because I can't be surprised. I don't know
You're not surprised. He doesn't have advantage.
Gotcha.
But he's sort of like...
Uh-oh.
His teleportation in and his attack is one fluid motion.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, that's a friendly circle.
He deals 12 slashing to you. He then turns to the bugmen and says something in. Does anybody know Infernal? No, sorry, not Infernal. Abyssal.
Oh.
Hold on, wait a second.
All good. Just a week ago.
No.
I know Primordial. Is that all the languages I know? Damn. I'm dumb as fuck.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know it. I don't know if you're waiting for me, but I do not know.
I have tongues.
Yeah, you can
But that's a
roll tongues
spell.
if you want. I'll let you reflexively roll tongues if you want.
Well, I don't
I
necessarily
do
want
want-
to use a spell slot, so.
I do want initiative from you guys.
No.
I will say that there is some vibes that transcend the specifics of language. You do understand that there is a pretty clear message conveyed along the lines of, Kill these fucking guys.
I am a lady. Thank you very much.
Keep the fuck meat alive. He'll like point at you.
Oh, that seems more appropriate. All right, how do we roll initiative?
Listen,
That's
man.
big talk for someone who's looking pretty breedable.
You, you don't know Abyssal.
After that comment,
You-
all I can think of is that
True,
cyberpunk.
but I do know creep.
You do know creep.
All I can think of is
All right, he'll like bounces out like, all right, big boy. He'll say in common.
that.
He'll say in Breelish, all right.
It's time to fuck. What combat music will you choose now, Teddy? Oh.
Do we got everybody?
I see a Hargrim, I see a Shabazz, I see a Theo, I see a Jext, I see a Shimmy.
Yeah, that seems like everybody.
It's everybody but the Bobs, but I think they go with Jex.
Yeah,
right?
they'll go with Jax. They go after Jax. Shabazz, you're going first.
Can I roll some to see if I know what he is?
Sure. Roll a religion check.
Religion. Oh, we are dealing with cults.
Well, you do know that he's a. You don't know exactly what he is, but you do know that he is a Yugoloth. There are basically 3 general classifications of infernal entities born of Kyber. There are devils who are bound by law, demons that revel in chaos, and right in the middle are Yugoloths, who are more opportunistic. They're neutral evil in nature. So where devils have like these like long-standing schemes and contracts, right, and demons are just like a problem. Yugoloths are like mercenaries. They have shifting loyalties. They are embodiments of avarice. They're basically motivated by one simple question: what's in it for me?
Money.
They can be motivated by all sorts of things, but they're mostly like the common thread between Yugoloths of all types are greed. Like they just want things. They'll do stuff for payment. What that payment is can depend on the Yugoloth or the situation, but they don't really have like a long-term goal. Instead, serving number one and eventually having enough wealth and influence to just sit easy. They are a simple evil. They are a selfish evil. In a sense, they are pure evil in a distilled, uncomplicated, kind of more practical sense.
What
They
about
are
the
definitely
wee dudes? Do I know what the wee dudes are?
Give me another religion check. Yes, you do identify these. These are also a type of Yugoloth. So this is starting to make sense to you. Yugoloths tend to hire themselves out as mercenaries and tend to travel often in packs, right, as like mercenary bands. These are Mesoloths. They are sort of how to say they make up the bulk of the Yugoloth population. These human-sized insect creatures covered in dense chitin. They're basically like foot soldiers, right, in Yugoloth armies. They all tend to enjoy violence. Sometimes violence is its own reward. But they are natural followers, right? So the jailer, whatever he is a higher ranking Yugoloth who is commanding these little ones, because it's in their nature. They are attracted to commanding creatures in general. They like serving in an army as soldiers. You do know that they can attack with their trident and with their claws. They have 4 arms, right? So you can expect multi-attacks. You also know that at a certain point, when they're starting to get desperate or weak, they will release like a toxic gas to protect themselves. You also know that all Yugoloths, like many extraplanar entities, are capable of magic. From what you remember, Mesoloths can see in the dark and can summon darkness, as in the spell. They are also able to dispel magic. So they can tear down buffs if they need to, a certain number of times per day. Oh, sorry, one last thing. All Yugoloths are capable of teleportation. That's kind of their thing.
Well, that's actually super useful at the end there. I pass all this information on to everybody. I suppose we better fucking hit him with Old Reliable, huh? What do you got? 8? Wait, 40-foot cubed.
Your DC is 17?
It is.
Okay. So that is going to be a Wisdom saving throw.
I can't get it to move. I think I can get them all, though, can't I?
Yes, you'll be able to get them all. You do get these 2 Mesoloths that are near the back for sure. So I'll make sure they're hit with that slow token. But the 2 closest to you, they pass their save. The jailer. The jailer is gonna. I'm just double checking to see if he has anything. No, he just has magic resistance. So he'll have advantage on the check, but otherwise, okay, he's gonna pass.
I'm gonna Silvery Barbs him.
Silvery barbs him. Very nice. He is slowed. A good opener.
I'm gonna give that advantage from the Silvery Barbs to myself.
Understood.
And I will bonus action Bardic Jax.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
And I will then. Feeling a little scary here, but. Well, hell, he's got 90 feet of movement. Yeah, I'm gonna have to risk an attack of opportunity. I'm not gonna move, but my Pegasus will.
Okay. So they will attack your Pegasus.
And I think I will disengage so they can't.
Well, that would take care of that.
And I would move, which I believe Shino gets to come with me.
And everyone, all of the bad guys are currently slowed.
No,
No.
these two Mezzalots are not
Oh,
on
shit.
the west side.
You're fucking booking it.
Yeah, it's 90 feet of movement speed. And if those two right in front of me have multiple attacks, I don't want to risk my concentration getting fucked.
That's fine. I just wasn't expecting you to move so far.
Well, do you need me to stay closer? Because if you have to
No,
move
no, no,
yourself, it's half your movement to dismount.
No, that's fine. I'll go with you. I
Imagine-
can still see people.
It doesn't matter. He said I know they can teleport anyway, so.
That's true. I'm at bottom of the initiative. Well, right
Maybe
there with
instead
the.
of there, I move toward Hargrim. No, let's fuck it. Here, I'm good. I'm done. End of turn.
Yeah, it's fine. All's good.
Yeah, keep y'all safe.
We'll be okay.
All right. Then I believe that's Jex's turn. Yes.
All right, Blade Song.
Blade Song.
Haste.
Rude.
And to finish it off,
Bang.
damn it, I'm trying to press T on the green guy and I can't now. Double tap. was
All
meant to
three
be
are gonna
played.
hit. You can apply. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wait, doesn't the haste count as one of those? Don't you only get two because you had to haste yourself first?
Yeah, I said I accidentally hit an extra click.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
Okay.
And
So that's gonna
technically, I don't
be
get the sneak attack on the second.
32,
so minus-
41 damage.
41 damage.
41 damage. Very nice.
And then the Bobs are just going to move into position. Try to protect the prisoners, and that'll be all.
How'd you know I was into blood play, honey buns? And like two large forked tongues just like lick over his own face, and one just like flicks one of the bullet wounds in his titty.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, good call, Shabazz. Get me the fuck out of here.
Get us all the fuck out of here. X card. No, just JK.
Leave.
What's the matter? Making you too horny?
No, the opposite.
Listen, I had an opportunity was when I was running Avernus, and I didn't take it. So I'm making up for lost time now. Anything else that Ajex would like to do, movement or anything, or will it be the Bobs?
The Bobs, but they're just going into defensive positions for these guys.
Very good. Well, if there's nothing else, the jailer is gonna wink. Is there something with slow about casting magic? I can't remember.
Yes, I have
The
to
creature attempts to
roll.
cast a spell with a casting time. Roll a d20. All right, roll that d20. $14. So the spell isn't going to take effect. It is going to make another wisdom check to get out of the slow. So it is no longer slowed, but it does have to use its next action next round for this spell. Yeah, the jailer's gonna wink at Jex. Let's see what y'all got then. We have a Mesoloth. Who's gonna go after Theo?
Rude.
Okay, you got the AC to back it up.
It's a mandibles click. Hey, buddy. He's gonna attack you. You narrowly dodge the first attack. And so he is going to attack you with one of his claws. That comes up over his shoulder and slashes down on you. 9 slashing.
I'm going to use my reaction because he missed with his first attack. To use a maneuver.
What? Ooh.
You're a battle master? What the fuck?
And then I don't know what my superior die are. This is
D8.
1.
It's a D6.
It's a D6. Okay.
Oh, you took the feat battle master.
Alright, so
It's-
I'm just expending 1. So, and then I need to roll to hit. So he's gonna miss. I'm gonna hit him with Wind Vane. What to do wherever it is.
Where are you?
There you are.
He's gonna dodge Wind Vane.
Okay. And
Oh, this one's fast.
and then that's 9 slashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay.
You didn't have temporary?
No.
Yeah.
Should've.
You should.
Oh.
Shabazz did
Yeah.
an inspiring leader at our short rest.
It's
Oh.
true. And aid.
How much was the inspiring leader then? 15?
1-5. Yep.
It's 16. It's 1-6.
Oh, 16. Pardon me.
Alright. Well, 16 minus 9 is 7.
Quick mess.
Sweet. Passing the trace is still up.
Hey, this guy's slippery. This Mesoloth is not going to finish saying what he wants to say in the whippy repertoire. He is, in fact, going to attack Jex. Yeah, he's going to attack Jex. He's going to miss. Then he's going to roll one of these. He's going to stay slowed, leading us to Hargrim's turn.
Not great. We are gonna bonus action. Rage. Gonna get big mad.
Oh, yeah, work yourself up, buddy.
You'd like it.
You're getting so hot we could dunk you in oil.
Or you oil wrestling then.
I can summon some on next turn. Prestidigitation.
Let's do it. Anyways, I'm gonna fuck him up with drown.
I kind of love the jailer. He's a fucking freak. Get him! Destroy him.
I guess.
What happened?
My internet shot out again. But
I see.
the rolls did go through, I think. Do you see them at least?
No. Well, it's okay. When you can, just roll again, or if you need me to, I can roll on your behalf.
Well, they're both rolled. I can see them on my screen.
Oh. What did you
guys
roll?
24 with the first hit.
Okay.
4, 9, and then 7 cold. And then a 25 on the second hit for 11, and then 5 cold.
Those are both going to hit.
Any ones or twos, if you can find out?
Let's see if it'll let me know. Yeah, there's 1 1. So I need to re-roll the 1d8, right? I don't know. What a d8? Okay. It's been a while since we played these. Yeah, so I rolled a d8, but I can't do that. So.
What's the damage for the first roll?
I need to re-roll the d8 now because I have a 1. But I can't roll.
Oh, that's
yet.
now an 8.
Oh.
So do the
so
math
that-
for me since you can see it.
Yeah, so it would be 16 and then 7 cold.
Okay, so that's 23 altogether.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Any more ones or twos to reroll?
No, it might be back. Hold on. Let's see. I am
Oh,
going to.
there we go.
Oh, there they go. They
Yeah.
have manifested. The jailer's
I
gonna take
will.
those hits. Oh,
So I'm gonna action surge and hit him again.
quite an arm there, sport.
Dude. Take. Is it 2 more hits with it, or it's only 1 action, right?
No, it's 2.
Okay.
Action
I'll hit him
surge,
twice.
action surge gives you a whole ass action. You can do anything you want with. And if you attack, you get multi-attack again.
Nice. Okay. So
He is technically no longer slowed, so he's gonna make a reaction.
Okay.
He is gonna take that 14 damage.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question. When you have a moment.
For sure. He is going to make he's going to make his attack of opportunity on you, Hargrim, with his claw.
Sure.
You'll take 12 slashing before resistances, and you must make a Constitution saving throw.
it's 1 second.
Ah, fiendish wounds.
-2. Okay. Constitution.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be a fucking success. Oh well. You take the damage. The fiendish wound doesn't stick, but that's fine.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Shino, what are we doing?
Waiting for
Ignite.
Shabazz to ask
Oh,
his
yes,
question.
yes, yes. Shabazz needs to ask a question. Pardon me, sorry. What's up?
A held spell for a player until the next round requires concentration checks if you get hit, right? Would that apply to
Correct.
this same slow? Like he's holding a spell till the next round. Would he have to make con checks to continue to hold that? I know it doesn't say so in the spell, but
No, because it is it is more like a spell like ability. It's an at will innate thing.
Mhm.
So he's not holding an action. He's done it, but your slow is causing it to happen later. If that makes sense. You've delayed it because he's physically moving slower. Not because he's like waiting to do it due to like
no,
some kind
got
of
it.
trigger. Yeah.
I heard no, got it, good.
I just want to explain my logic.
All right, Senor Teddy,
Yes.
could you please summon Tio flanking with Theo?
Yeah.
That is within 60 feet, right? Yeah. Perfect. That works. Yep. Even better. And as a bonus, we're gonna move little Navi, who's went exploring. Gonna move her up into the battle so I can see something. Then it'll be Gio's turn proper. Does Tio get advantage on this little fuck mook?
Yes.
Nice.
As would Theo.
That's what I was hoping for. Let's a 1, a 2.
Wah! 10 piercing.
Oh.
It's magical piercing.
Yeah, and it's a psychic Tio. I forgot to
Okay.
mention that. Okay, so 16 doesn't hit. 22 certainly does. And then I get a dragon's breath. How long is that? 30-foot cone. I don't know. This is gonna hit people, is it? I can't really see. From...
Yes, it is going to hit hard.
And you pick the one damage.
And I did pick the 1 damage. I don't think I can properly breath attack then.
Just do it.
If you move Tio, you could. If you move Tio down.
Yes, you're right. I can move her. I think I can do a move like that. This is very interesting to work with. Limited vision. I still think this is gonna hit Jex now, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. And
Sure
that's
is.
gonna hit. That's gonna hit the Aarakocra.
Move
That's
Tio.
not gonna hit.
If you move Tio down here, you would be able to get
Attacks of opportunity.
1, 2, and 3.
Well, what if you summon her down here first, do breath attack, and then move into position here?
That would be smart.
Also, while we were talking about this, I looked up that ruling just because I was kind of curious on how other DMs would do it. So I've never encountered this question before. Somebody had a really cool ruling, and I want to run it by you guys. It is generally considered like my ruling tends to be accepted at a lot of tables, but there is an interesting ruling where you can interrupt a spell from a slowed creature in the way described, but they do get their action back.
Mm.
This Teddy's table. Ruling's made. I'm cool. We can. I mean,
Yeah, but rules are neat. I like these discussions.
No.
But
I don't think I'm gonna breath attack because it would have been smart to breath first and then move into position to melee, but I wasn't that smart to do that, so I don't want to do that. Even though it would be fair.
very well. I'm gonna give an inspiration to both Shabazz and Shino.
Thank you.
For being chill.
I could breath attack Theo.
and for my 2 cents, I do like the ruling that you found too. Like it's fair, you know.
Yeah.
That works too. So.
Yeah, it's neat. It's kind of it's the beauty of the game, right? Is that a lot of stuff is open to interpretation. Sheena, what else are we? You got anything else cooking? An attack? Wait, I guess you did
no.
attack.
My action was to summon Tio.
Then
my
Tio rent
Yep.
twice.
Yep. Then Tio took her turn, and I'm not gonna breath attack
Ah.
because I wasn't smart.
She missed the first
Yep.
attack.
Yep. Can I ask if I get a vision with Tio, or do I not
Yeah.
give any vision?
She doesn't have night vision is the problem. She has vision.
Is that the problem? Ah.
If somebody turns on a light, then she'll be able to see.
Nope, dark vision right here. Dark vision 60 feet.
What? And that's Roll20's fault. These tokens are supposed to be set up immediately.
I don't know if it says
Damn it,
in
roll
the-
20.
Yeah, it doesn't
Nasty
say it
boys.
in the level of the spell, but in my sheet it says blind sense or blind sight, dark vision, and passive perception of 12.
Wow. All right. Then she should be able to see now.
Thank you. I think I'm ending my turn, but I just want to see if there is. No, not for 30 feet. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yep, no breath.
Is it a deck save and is it Hardrum? Because he gets advantage on those.
Yeah, but it's psychic. And that's the one thing he's not resistant to. But you do be right. I mean, I've fired balls to Arkham before.
Hit
That's
me.
true. Hardrum has survived things that shouldn't have been survived.
Let's do it. Hit me.
I would imagine Shino knows that Hardrum likes little pain.
Yeah, acceptable losses. You know what I'm saying?
This gets 3 and not 4, right?
I think it's 4.
Is this guy in there if I do this?
He is not in there.
I didn't think so.
Hit him.
Just narrowly gonna avoid it.
All right. Well, sorry, buddy.
Can't
Love
believe
you.
it. I can't believe it.
Breath attack for 8 psychic.
Oh.
DC is my spell save DC, which is a 16.
How does slow affect dex saves? They have disadvantage.
-2.
-2. Thank you.
Can I use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration, sure.
I'll just roll one more then, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all gonna fail.
that's worse. So
Aw. Alright.
Everyone takes 8 psychic damage from the looks of things.
I die. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you have temp, don't you?
I went through that already.
Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm done properly. Sorry.
No worries, Theodosius. It is now your turn.
I cast Fireball.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let me do
Wait, no.
this.
What are we doing?
No,
Those-
I think he's serious.
I am. Nope, not center. I want corner. centered on this guy, 20 feet.
Huh. I've put Geo in danger.
Okay, so
Don't worry, he's an evocation wizard. He doesn't need to give a fuck.
nope.
Yeah, but it's up to a certain amount of people.
5 people. So I for sure Hargrim, Jax.
That's everybody. That's all friends. Wait, no, we don't know
No.
about the prisoners.
I can get the Draconic Spirit, Hargrim and Jax, and then
3.
that's 1, 2, 3, and then I can get 2 of the guys of our now allies.
Of the Bobs or the prisoners?
Prisoners. Unless we want to save the Bobs, then I can save 2 Bobs.
Bobs are Bobs. I can get a 3rd level spell saw back on a short rest.
I'm just saying, Hargrim gets advantage on dex saves, and that's a dex save too.
Yeah, just leave me. Just do everybody else, because I have resistance too, so it's fine.
Actually, yeah, if it's a dex
No,
save,
it's,
go for a
Shabazz-
Bob, not me.
Shabazz does make a good point.
Yeah.
Just roll another deck save real quick, Harker, just to make sure. And
Just
what were you saying, Jax? Oh, yeah, just a flat deck save.
You're good.
Okay, take some of that health back.
Mm.
Harder
oh, okay.
from the breath weapon. All right, what are we casting?
4th level Fireball.
4th level fireball. The Bobs are fucked.
I can save up to 5 people. Oh, that's also going to be plus. That's going to be 29 plus 3, so 32.
No, that's 36. You did a
Dude.
higher level cast. So you got an extra 4 in there. So just before we do this, who are you protecting?
All right, so we'll go 3 Bobs, Draconic
Damn.
Spirit.
Not the prisoners? Or not the prisoners,
The guys
or
who just
the Arakocra?
all 3 of them right now.
Well, okay, so do we want to save more Bobs or more prisoners?
I would go with the prisoners, 1 Bob, and the Draconic, to be honest.
I would say these two air quotes prisoners. This guy was a cultist, so I don't know if I really
Okay,
care about him.
so we'll go him, Arakocra, Draconic
Yeah.
Spirit, and we'll go this Bob and this Bob. So those are the ones that I'm saving.
So that's 36 damage. Bob, could you roll a dexterity saving throw? Very good. Is 15 your save?
15 is my save, DC 15.
15 is your save. So
Bob's got temp.
36. That's 18. Bob has how much temporary hit points? 16 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Oh
Bob
shit!
survives.
Hell yeah!
Bob loses 2 points of damage. Loses 2 HP. The other Bobs are fine. Hargrim is gonna take the full thing, but resistance is gonna help mitigate that. Also bring it down to 18. Jex saves, so he's gonna take half damage. You use absorb elements to shave that 18 down to a 9. And you have your next melee attack is going to do fire damage. So keep that in mind. None of these bad guys are going to roll. The Mesoloths are just gonna, they're just gonna take it. And they take no damage. The jailer starts to like suck up the fire like it's
Nice.
noodles, and he is going to recover 36.
Awesome. Awesome.
Ooh, tastes good. I'm getting in the mood for barbecue.
Bet you wish
Smells
you
like a
were
good
scribes,
spit roast.
Mr.
I go for a spit roast.
That's funny.
Look, fire is always dangerous if they're from hell, man. Like,
I brain farted on that one. God bless it.
no, it's fun.
It
Alright.
honestly makes for a
It's
better
great. It
story.
makes for a story. It makes for
Yeah,
it's for the juice,
yeah.
the
that's
dream.
And then
It's like a backwards wither and plume.
and then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step over to here.
Do you Misty Step like that kid who does the peace sign and then just like vanishes?
Yeah.
Just like my dad.
I mean, wowie zowie.
That was
Actually,
awesome. Theo.
we're
What
gonna.
a great turn.
Hold on, I didn't want to go right there. Misty Step. Go away.
Oh God, I love this group so much.
Right there.
You guys are the best.
Okay. And that is my turn.
You would not believe how many wizards rely on Fireball. I'm just saying, fellas.
Oh, don't taunt me to fireball because I can do one that damages you.
Stone.
I'll gargle your fireballs all day, Missy.
And that'll
What
be my turn.
Stay
What
back,
a-
Eben.
Very good. This Mesoloth is going to look at the jailer. What does that even mean, boss? Don't worry about it.
She got some pretty big ones though. They dangling.
I really wish I had MILF's meteors right now.
I feel you, brother. Like, those ain't bongos. That is a whole drum kit.
Milf's meteors sounds like a euphemism for boobs.
Milf's meteors? No! We're going to have this Mesoloth attack Tio. What?
That's a miss.
That's going to be a miss.
That's
Followed by a hit. 9 damage. Tio.
Big mass.
And we have Mesoloth, who is going to try to attack Hargrim.
Okey-doke.
Gonna miss. Gonna make a wisdom check. Gonna fail. Still slowed. Round 2, Shabazz. What are we doing?
Do I still have 2 of them slowed then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They are the ones right beside Jex and Hargrim. So just saying, as long as that holds, you guys can like move out of their range and whatever without provoking attacks of opportunity and stuff. They do not have reactions.
Okay. I'm gonna move down. To position myself to get in range. And I think I should be within 60 feet of all the little guys right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it does look like that.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well,
So I'm gonna use as an action my universal speech, so those little, well, all of them. Wait, I can choose up to my charisma modifier, so 5. That should be everybody, right?
That is everybody.
So they can all understand me now. And I'm gonna try to persuade the little ones that turning on their boss is more beneficial for them in the long run.
What do you have to offer? They're willing to listen, but for your persuasion check to work, because they're Yugoloths, you need to pay them.
I'm gonna chuck 400 gold just as far and as wide as I can, so they can't really tell how much it is, but enough to display that it's enough.
You could have done that with 100, probably.
Well, I want to
Okay.
really make the impression.
The DC is going to be high, but you're also an eloquence bard, so there is a possibility of success.
I want to look at one thing real quick before I roll if I can.
Uh-huh.
Is this a persuasion?
It is.
This is a persuasion.
I will. I want to do something to help him.
I've got
Just flash them.
I was thinking about that actually. You know what? I will. I'll tug down on my.
I've got advantage from my silvery barbs.
Oh, you got
if I need
advantage?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also have my glamour weave. Do you remember that? It's
I
gonna
do
be
now.
it's gonna give me a plus 1d4 to a persuasion check as well.
Well, if you want advantage, I'm all for it and helping you.
Well, yeah, then I wouldn't have to use my my advantage from the silvery barbs.
Okay.
Well, that's limited. Don't I have to use that within a certain amount of time anyway? I'll just use my advantage from the silvery barbs.
Okay. Whatever you want to do, I'm right behind you.
You can do it anyways for flavor if you want.
Damn. Damn, that was one off of a crit.
So you make your pitch, you toss 400 gold into the air. You definitely catch their attention. For 33, the one Mezloth who's closest to you, gonna point a claw.
Uh-oh.
You got it, boss, on one condition.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
We get to run a train on the Elven Whore.
Done.
Oh,
All right.
Agreed?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking him. Like, contract sealed?
Change of employment, boys.
I'm gonna telepathically let the whole team know. He said the elf, he can have the dead drow.
They did not specify.
Did not specify.
I thought we were just gonna say they got her at the end, and then we were gonna kill them after they killed the boss, but that works too.
You know, Shabazz, I'm starting to think you're bald because of your massive fucking brain. It just it's so huge it can't have the capacity to grow hair.
The jailer's gonna turn, and as a Yugoloth is gonna say, "You Yugoloth pieces of shit. I love you fucking scumbags. Alright, let's do this." And like rolls his shoulders, like just ready to kill them.
Wow.
Anything else, Shabazz?
I think I'm gonna move back again, just a little bit out of his range.
Do we understand what Shabazz just did? Like, you
Yeah.
did that all in common? Okay.
I would have at least let you guys know telepathically what was going
You have
on.
this telepathic bond.
Okay. I'll play along and just be like, as we're flying away, I'll just give everyone a wink and a saucy little smile. As if, like, I'm the true prize, even though I'm not.
I can't wait to show her my proboscis.
I'm
And I
more
would
of the
end my turn there.
more of
I
a
threw up in my
pseudopod
mouth a
kinda guy.
little.
I'm sorry.
In character.
Well, thank you, Shabazz. If there's nothing else, then I guess it's Jax's turn.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
I mean, 400 gold and some premium Elvish Slash, like... Can I hold it against him? He's like talking to you, Jax. Like, can I hold it against him? Really? At the end of the day?
I
When I
mean,
was younger, I'm
for
not
an
sure I
ugly
could do any
cunt, you're
different.
kind of a bro.
Oh, nice of you to say. Mark of
Dude,
As I
Shido.
drop the mark right on his head, and then we're just gonna bop, bop, bop.
Don't forget your fire damage on the first attack.
Melee attack. I was gonna backhand him to use green flame bait, but I saw that he healed, so now I'm not.
You fucking guy.
Not today, Satan.
Alright. Well, those are all gonna hit. How
And I
fucking
remember to
nasty.
take the sneak attack off this time. Oh, but I forgot to add the hunter's mark. Fuck.
Well, add the hunter's mark damage.
There's 1d6 for each.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's 85 damage,
Mm.
I believe.
I'll take it, I'm too tired for math.
85 fucking damage. You
Just fucking
lunatics.
unloading the revolver into this bitch.
The silent bangs because of baby sleep.
Oh, order daddy! Got anything else for us, Jax?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Goodbye.
Oh.
He disappears.
Oh.
The Mezzalots are just gonna... Don't be fooled! He turned invincible! He could be anyway.
He could even be right where he was standing.
That's a good point. Wait, they have blindside 60 feet. He's over here! I forgot that they have blindside. They know exactly where he is.
He's
They don't
very
have disadvantage. They're just gonna get him. Oh, fuck!
Fucking, he's over here!
Don't be fooled, he's invisible. I can totally see him.
Fucking Christ. We have a Mezzaloth who's gonna move 20 feet because he's slowed. He's gonna throw his trident. He's gonna miss. He's now disarmed until he picks his trident back up. He's gonna use a wisdom modifier. Sorry, he has advantage on that. He's no longer slowed. Feels good, man, to no longer be slowed.
He's over here.
Hargreaves, it's your turn.
Which
You do
space-
not have blindside, I don't think, do you?
Oh, are they attacking here though? I'm watching them, right? So-
No. Downwards to the south.
oh, right here.
Correct.
Alright, we're gonna just down to here. And I'm just gonna swing in that area, I guess.
All right, you have disadvantage.
I'm gonna reckless. So that it's even hits.
Neutral. Very good.
So first one. Is there any ones or twos? There's a 2. That's a 2. So just one
Nice.
damage there, and second hit. No. That's it.
You hit twice.
Oh.
No. Sorry. Second attack misses.
I was
Oh.
gonna
Pick
say,
some HP back. Pardon me. You hit the first time, you missed the second.
so good. That's my turn.
Shino, what are we doing?
Can you remind me what the controls are to where I can see line of sight from just one token?
Control L
Control
with the token selected.
L. I think the Draconic Spirit is messing things up.
Oh. Well,
fine.
who are you checking?
I just wanted to see if I had line of sight on Hargrim.
You do not. He's right at the edge of your dark vision.
I didn't think so.
He's just
Okay.
outside. If you move down one, you'll be able to see him.
Yeah, okay. I'll use half my movement to dismount. Which means I can't get back on, which is okay.
Also, Navi can see him.
Yeah, but I can't do what I wanted to heal Hargrim,
Oh, I see.
but I can't do that from Navi per se. Actually, I could. Whoop! That needs to be a line. No, I still can't. Okay. I am going to take a pot shot at Hargrim and heal him for 8.
Everybody's attacking me.
This is an apology.
It's all good.
So you'll take 8 HP as my action. As
Thank
a
you.
bonus, I'm gonna move Navi, and it's half my movement to get off. Is it half movement to get back on the horse?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll just I'll shift out of the way. And that'll be Shino proper done. Tio has blind sight of 30 feet. So I'm assuming Tio can see the invisible guy. Especially if she moves over here.
Did she have blind sight?
Yeah.
Then yes. Because there's a party member who has blind sight, I will reveal his token.
Okay.
But he is invisible.
And where was I? I was here. Here was 20 feet. Where's your fly of 60? Okay. Is there enough room to fly?
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
I mean, if you can hover, like,
Nope, that's fine.
maybe get up like 10 feet, but
No, that's fine. I don't think I can get around him, so
you do have enough room to fly in this chamber, by the way, like just for the record.
Okay.
But like this is kind of like small and closed.
no, that's fine. I will. First off, I will go as high as I can as Tio and go there. So I'm above Theo and this jobber. And I will breath attack this way.
Smart. All right.
I will
Wisdom
breath-
saving throw?
Dexterity.
No, dexterity saving throw.
I'll breath attack first. For 2 whole whopping damage. 1 whole whopping damage.
Wow, 1 damage. Quite a beast.
Then she'll fly back down. Actually, no, I think that provokes an attack of opportunity. So she'll stay there and then do 2 rends.
If he does make an attack of opportunity, he breaks his invisibility.
Ah, okay, then. Yeah, because this was my instincts to fall back. So I'll fall back, and with reach, I'm assuming the 13 misses, but the 19?
Correct. That does hit, and the jailer is not going to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So then I'll leave that and end my turn.
Theodosius,
All right.
via Hargrim, the Mezzaloth, and the Draconic Spirit, the Mezzaloth says, "Hey, what's up, buddy? Sorry for trying to stab you before. It was business. Oh, nothing personal."
Hmm. He just kind of, yeah. That's all Theo says. Okay.
A voice from an invisible body says, "I think you should try Fireball again. I think it'll work this time."
You know what? I have something even better. How about some black balls as I cast Gravity Sinkhole on the on that
Oh
guy.
shit!
And you know what? Let's upcast that. Why
Oh.
not?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's a lot of wow, you rolled a lot of tens.
That's juicy. 20-foot radius sphere of crushing force.
And this is evocation, so add a +3 to that.
At a +3, it is force damage, Constitution saving throw.
And allies are safe.
Where is the center?
Um,
Oh fuck! Fuck me! 2 off.
you know what? I'll make it just out of range. This 20-foot sphere.
So he's like functionally pulled back 20 feet.
Yeah. So we'll just enough to That way our 2 allies are safe.
Hit me.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to.
No more.
The jailer has a fat ass.
Clap of his
He-
ass
like,
cheeks
he could-
keeps alerting the guards.
Invisibility. The invisibility is necessary for any stealth checks. You know what I mean? And he's gonna take that fucking 54 damage.
Do we get to hit him as he gets pulled away from us?
No.
That one also has his int modifier on it too, because it's evocation. So it's 54 plus what? It's your int modifier.
Oh yeah. 54.
+3.
57. It's 57 damage. Guys, you guys are getting strong.
Oh, just wait until I reach, I think it's what, level 11 or level 14? Ooh. Max
Well,
damage
we are level
every
11.
time.
Oh man. That'll get.
Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I can do bonus action wise. We're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll step back a little bit.
Oh fuck!
14.
I didn't know guys like you and Eberron knew that spell. I thought that was more of a wild mount thing. No, I'm kidding. Good turn. Any bonus actions?
No.
Very good. This Mezzaloth is gonna zip across, as they can have a movement speed of 60. Fucking Christ. And he's gonna attack the jailer. Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong street. The jailer can have a movement speed of 60 feet. So So yeah, he's gonna get here, and he's gonna attack the jailer by throwing his trident. He's going to miss, and that will be the end of his turn. Wait. No, they can teleport. What the fuck am I talking about? He's gonna teleport there. That's his turn. Fucking God. This guy's gonna do that too. Teleport 60 feet. Fuck it. It's still slow. Shabazz, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll move a little bit closer so I can see what's going on in the room.
Yeah.
And I still have one of them that's slowed, or is he dead now?
You still have one of them that's slowed. He's down here.
And how many of them are on our side now?
All of them.
Oh, all of them are. Sweet. Let's go ahead then and bonus action. Whoa, is he still invisible? I don't think I can see him, can I?
He is still invisible. You do have like a rough idea, so you can still attack, but you'd have like a disadvantage.
Is that invisibility concentration?
No.
Okay.
It's an at-will duration, but it only lasts a round. Or breaks if he does something before his next turn, right?
Well, yeah, let's try to take him out here. Oh wait, no, I can't see him. I think that's a problem.
And disadvantage.
You can get closer. They're pretty far
I was
away.
looking at Hexblade's curse. Let's.
Ooh, yeah, you'd have to see him.
Oh,
You would
yeah.
have to see him.
Yeah, and the range on that is not as much as you would hope.
This one though does not require the sight, and I've got two of them.
Can you kill him with
I'd
your
yell in the new language that they could understand. If he takes off, you make sure you stab that fucko.
horse? Good old vicious mockery?
And I'm cast Dissonant Whispers at him.
Oh.
He just needs to hear you, yes?
Correct.
Correct. All right. Then that's a wisdom saving throw on his side of things. It's gonna pass. So gonna take half the damage.
Silvery barbs. Wait, do I have to see for silvery
Hmm.
barbs?
Do you?
Creature I can see, so I can't see him.
Yeah.
Never
Okay.
mind.
All right, so he's gonna pass. He's gonna take half that damage. Urgh. And he doesn't need to run away, but it does do damage. Anything else for Shabazz?
No, my turn is over.
Jex, it is your turn.
I guess I just shoot wildly right between the two guys.
Okay, you have disadvantage, but you also have your mark. Does that do anything, even though he's invisible?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me go double check that.
I think you just have advantage to peek.
You have advantage on wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival checks to make sure you find your target. No, nothing specific about invisible, so...
Okay. Roll a d100 for that natty one.
Ooh.
You are good. The 18 hits. 22 damage. How, as his body comes into visibility. Describe the killing blow on the jailer.
I just imagine he goes to open his mouth to say one more smartass thing as the final bullet just rips it off his shoulders.
Like his whole head?
Yeah, just
Okay. Your bullet flies, catches him right in the mouth, rips his head almost clean off, and it rolls along the ground. The jailer, with a bloody stump for a head, stumbles backwards, and then with his head still like having like rolled a few feet away, is just like, "Oh no, I've been defeated. I guess I'm at your mercy." And he's like gonna like bring like his hand up, like as if he still had a head, like to his where his forehead would have been. Like, "Oh no," and then he's gonna like stumble backwards and like he is a big bulky guy, but he sort of like demurely like lays on the ground. "I'm at your mercy." Like sticks his butt out a little bit with his loincloth there.
hey Shabazz in the mental leak. Can you make him look like an elf?
Oh.
Fucking nonsense.
It looks.
You do have like major image, don't you?
I
I
have
do,
a
yeah.
polymorph still.
No, I've got major image, but I don't want to use a 4th level spell slot on it, so I will pop a kyber crystal and then cast it.
Oh.
The jailer turns into a large-sized Shino. And the Mezzaloths are gonna look at each other, and the jailer's gonna like look at that is like a major imaged form. "You're a bunch of cheeky fucks, you know that." And the Mezzaloths are like, "Yeah, I don't care, it works for us." And we're gonna not describe what happens next. And eventually they're gonna return to their home place.
Has anyone seen the first episode of Goblin Slayer?
We're gonna get the fuck out of this cavern.
This took places that I feel like I'm gonna regret later. This went in a direction.
You started it.
Listen. I will live with my sins. I'm just saying it also got a little out of hand. Congratulations, lads. A little disgusted and traumatized. Balish is going to eventually regain enough strength to go through like the discarded materials and find some of his things, and he is going to reward you with some stuff before he gets the fuck out of here because he hates this place. He gives you a spider silk pouch among the debris. The spider silk pouch holds 23 Shendriki platinum pieces. So it's good currency in like Stormreach, and people will take platinum wherever, right? But it's Shendriki in origin. And he is going to offer a necklace with a number of charms. it is pretty clear that it is a magic item, and Balish will describe it as a necklace of prayer beads.
Ooh.
The necklace has 4 magic beads made of aquamarine, black pearl, and topaz. It also has many non-magical beads made from stones such as amber, bloodstone, citrine, coral, jade, pearl, or quartz. If a magic bead is removed from the necklace, that bead loses its magic. To use a bead, one must be wearing the necklace. Each bead contains a spell that you can cast from it as a bonus action using your spell save DC if a save is necessary. Once a magic bead spell is cast, that bead can't be used again until the next dawn. It requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin. The necklace holds 1 bead of blessing, 1 bead of curing, 1 bead of summons, and 1 bead of wind walking.
Nice.
How are we all feeling? Congratulations on the fight, by the way.
I'm feeling great. That was a good session.
I'm feeling like I need a shower.
Are these two feelings from the same core reason?
I've missed Degenerate Thursdays.
Well, welcome back.
Hirelings
Oh,
are
God.
fun when there's nothing else.
Yeah, I feel like we came back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nothing beats a good old innuendo directed at Shino.
It's clever thinking on Shabaz's part there. And Jex, man,
Yeah, that end part was Jax. I just cast the
Okay.
spell.
just Jex right at the end. Can we make him look like an elf?
I think that's Jax just wanted to watch some rape.
Hey, he prostrated himself. I just took advantage of it.
The jailer maybe would have been more okay with it than we may want to admit.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
For me, it's a Tuesday. You know, infernal hierarchies. You know, these things happen. Fucking Christ.
Plus, there were
They're
only
gonna
4
pay
of
for
them.
it,
He had to
though.
have a few holes that were okay.
Oh, Jex put a lot in him.
Yeah, with all those bullets, things got creative. No, we can't go down that hole. We can't go down.
You keep
that
saying
thought
no,
thread.
but you also
What-
keep
You mean the big
pushing
one
it.
in his neck?
I might
What?
have had like 2 Sapporos during the course of this. So don't tell anyone. But
Ooh.
yeah, thanks for game, everybody.
Yeah, this
We
is
got some
good.
adventuring in. We got some good role play in. We managed to squeeze in a combat. Thanks, guys. This was great. Welcome back, Party A.
Yeah.
Good game,
I've
y'all.
missed out. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
bleach my eyes and have some nightmares.
Before and just to make sure, is there any need for a debriefing or any questions, comments, things we want to get off our chest before we call it for the week?
Good.
I'm good.
All right. Sounds like we're all good. There is the Deep Gnome town to still explore, and there's still plenty more of this dungeon. So I'm excited to see what our core party is going to get up to next. Thank you guys so much for playing, and I hope you have a good night and a good weekend.
You too, Teddy.
Good night.
Bye.